Hey, welcome YouTube family. Joas and I decided just to do a sit-down chat with you.
Yep.
And even maybe do a book review with you, some books that we think are pretty good.
Yep, that you might enjoy.
And a few other things.
Yep. Yeah, it sounds good. Hey, let's hop right in. If you have not seen us before, and I know we're getting a ton of new subscribers, we want to say thank you so much. It's exciting to see our channel grow. Just a few months ago, actually this spring, we hit 1,000 subscribers. That took about, what, a year or more
to get 1.5 or something. Yeah.
And probably, I think, a couple of years, but we didn't really post videos in the beginning.
Yeah.
So that was exciting, 1,000, but now we're almost at 6,000. Probably by the time you watch this, it'll be over 6,000. So thank you so much for subscribing. We appreciate it. Let's talk about the comments for just a minute, shall we?
Okay.
We were doing so good with keeping up with comments. First of all, we really enjoy reading the comments. Thank you so much. The comments are just overwhelming. They bless us greatly. And it's wonderful to read all the kind things that you write to us. And so we're very grateful. But we have a problem. What's that problem?
We're not keeping up with them.
So we had a goal to keep up answering every comment.
Yeah.
And we just are not able to do that right now. So if you don't get an answer, it's not because we're upset or we just have so many comments we're not able to keep up. But we'll read all of them, and we'll try to answer as many as we can.
Yeah, and we're trying to get more of a schedule down so that we actually, get it done.
Right.
Because we really do appreciate all of your comments.
That's right. Yeah, it's wonderful to read them. We read them to the family a lot, and it's exciting. Shall we, what's next? Shall we hop into our books here?
Yeah, let's talk about a couple books here that we have. Actually, that our families, a couple people in our...
Actually, so we had 3 books, and all 3 of them were written by people in our family.
Yeah.
And we just want to share them with you. And one of them, well, you want to talk the first one about your dad?
Okay, yeah, I can.
2 of them come from her family, 1 from my family. I'll let her talk about the first one.
Yeah, so this is my dad's latest book. He actually wrote it a couple years ago.
Yeah, it's a few years old.
And it's called An Amish Journey to Forgiveness. And it's kind of his life story, or his story, and also his spiritual journey. So I think for some of you it would be very interesting.
Yep.
Those of you who are interested in the Amish, the Anabaptists, some of you might not find it interesting, but he's my dad, and I think it's a pretty good book.
It actually is really interesting.
Yeah.
And for me it was. Some of the history of where her dad grew up in a very conservative Amish community in Bern, Indiana, right? That's where he was born and grew up, so it's very conservative. Today he's, definitely grown a lot, and he lives here in Libby, Montana.
Yeah, he became an Amish bishop.
Right.
And
first a preacher, and then an Amish bishop.
Yeah. And
then for many years, and so it's quite a journey, I'll tell you. If you're interested in his journey, then get that book.
And we will have the links down below where you can just click on.
Just click on the link, and it'll take you right to the book, and you can get the book there.
Yeah.
All right?
So,
Anything
I think
else
I'm done
about
with
that?
this.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think I'll talk about the next book. This is a book that my dad wrote, and it just came out, a few months ago, I think.
Right.
Yeah, late fall. It's called Growing Deep Roots, and it's the subheading is Taught from Childhood to Adulthood in the Amish Culture and Beliefs. And this is also Dad's journey. Dad published this book himself, and Dad is 86 years old. He'll be 87, this coming year. And so there are some mistakes in here, and it's not perfectly written, but it's really neat. If you want to hear stories, like here's a story, learning the hard way, that he's told me many times about. He was on the top of a 30-foot ladder, or forget the length of the ladder, but it was a tall ladder, the tallest extension ladder you can get, and the ladder gave way, and he slid down the wall of the house that he was painting. Everyday happenings, Just a lot of stories about his life growing up, basically. The people we meet, people of all walks of life. It's very interesting. A lot of here's a story about when scarlet fever went through Dad's family when he was 8 years old, and how his sister contracted the scarlet fever, and this is just the story of how she passed. His sister at age 8 is how old he was, and so just a lot of stories in here. So if you like another book about my dad's story, growing up in LaGrange County, Indiana, different place in Indiana, but completely different community, similar but quite different as well from what your dad grew up in.
Yeah.
Conservative, but not as conservative quite. Okay, I'll let you go ahead or say something.
I think these would make some good Christmas gifts.
Yeah, there you go.
You know, someone you know who loves to read, and also our family doesn't even know we're doing this.
Right.
They don't even know we're giving you a review.
This is just our own thing here. So,
but I'm sure they'll appreciate it.
We've enjoyed the books, and we thought you would probably too.
Right. So the last book that we have is my youngest brother, Marcus. I'm not sure. I think he's 31.
Okay.
I think he's 31. He wrote this book.
Now I gotta say, I hate to, sorry dads and dad, but this is my favorite book of the three. I'll go ahead.
Yeah, if you want a book that keeps you in suspense and a book that you can't put down, this is a book for you. It's called Heart of the Mountain, A Warrior's Way, Book 1. He's actually planning on writing maybe 2 more books. So, and I'm really proud of my brother. I did not know he had this in him, but he wrote really well and just had an amazing storyline.
Right, and he did this all in the evenings by one finger typing it out with one finger because he's not a typist.
He did not grow up learning how to type, so he typed it all out.
Right, with one finger. So, but I want to tell you what this book is kind of like. Okay, probably all of you know of Pilgrim's Progress. I think that is one of the greatest novels of all time.
It's like an allegory.
Yeah, an allegory.
Yeah.
Pilgrim's Progress. If you like Pilgrim's Progress, this is another book. I think it's hand in glove to Pilgrim's Progress, and that says a lot.
Yeah.
But it is very well written. I tell you, it's very well done. I mean, I love the book.
Yeah, it's a really good good versus evil book.
Yep.
So, yeah, I am proud of this book. Actually, out of all of these books. So.
Yeah, it's an easy read too. It looks thick,
right?
But it's got big letters in it.
Yeah,
it's not. It doesn't take long to read it. You can read it in a couple sittings, 2 or 3 sittings, and it goes fast. And it's really a cool storyline. So, again, all the links are in the description below.
Yeah.
So don't forget to go down there and check them out. Then they're not expensive. I think this book is what, $10 or $12?
I don't think it's even that much. It's $8 something.
$8. So it's very. And he did not write this to get wealthy. He wrote it because he wanted the message to get out.
Yeah,
and it's a great message.
He actually had, quite a few years ago, he had a series of dreams.
Right.
And so these books come from the dreams he had, basically.
And I believe he sells it at the lowest price that Amazon allows him to sell it, if I'm not mistaken.
Something like that.
So it's very reasonably priced. And I don't know, how much is this book?
I actually don't know how much.
But I think my dad's book is like $12.95, I believe. So
I'm guessing this is about the same.
$15. So they're not really expensive books. So anyways, check those out. We've enjoyed them. Okay, what's the next thing we're going to talk about?
Shall we talk about the video we're planning on?
Oh yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, so we kind of have a special video coming up for you guys, and we will be premiering it somewhere around Christmas, probably the weekend after Christmas.
Or the weekend of Christmas, so maybe the day after Christmas, we're hoping.
Yeah, okay.
Christmas is on a Friday, and we think maybe it's Saturday or Sunday after Christmas, right? So the 26th or 27th?
Yeah, something like that. So you just be on the lookout for it. It's a true story. We will be telling you a true story.
For once.
We're always telling you true stories. But this is just a story that is dear to us.
Right.
So, and that's all I'm going to say.
Should we tell you? Well, let's tell them that it's about somebody in our culture.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
It's about
it's a story of
an
someone.
Amish person.
Yeah, an Amish person in the Amish culture.
Right.
Yeah.
It's their life story, and
Yeah.
it's someone we know,
Mm-hmm.
and it's someone that we're going to share it with you about. So we're really excited about this video. We hope that this might be one of our best videos we put out yet.
We worked hard on it.
Yeah. So you don't know, might not be good, but we did enjoy making it.
Yeah.
Took some time. We took quite a bit of footage, and
Mm-hmm.
so watch for that. That'll be coming out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, what's next?
And about the question and answer.
Yeah. Go. Yep. Okay.
So we hope to do a question and answer video here soon.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have some burning questions that you want to ask us, just ask away, and we're going to do it
Right.
in a
Short while.
yeah.
Yep. One of the next videos we'll hopefully do a question and answer for you, right?
Yeah.
Let's grab a couple questions right now, shall we?
Yeah, I guess we
Okay,
could do
let's
that.
do it. I've got my phone here. So let's see, we got, here's one that just came in just a couple hours ago from Laura. She asks, do your children attend public school? So if you've gone back and watched some of our previous videos, you'll know that we have what's called a parochial school. It's similar to a private school, basically kind of another word for private, but it's known as parochial. And our children go to school there. It's close by. They walk to school and walk home every day.
It's a one-room schoolhouse.
Yeah, one room.
They have a wood stove in there.
Yep. eight grades, 1 through 8.
Mm-hmm.
And we have 2 teachers. I think there's, 21 students?
Yeah, I think something like
Yeah,
that.
21. We had some new families come in, so I'm not
Mhm.
sure if that's 21 with the new ones or not. So, yeah, that's the story on that.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see, let's just randomly grab a couple more because people ask a lot of questions and I don't always know how to answer. Here's one. Veronica asks us, how would I get an Amish friend? Plus, I am saved. I'm glad you talk about God and Jesus. I wondered about the Amish. My question is, how would I get an Amish friend? And I guess when I read that, I thought about the verse in Proverbs that says, to have a friend, a man must show himself friendly. I think that goes with any culture.
Right.
And I think it's just a matter of to have an Amish friend is no different than having any other friend. You just become their friend, you know.
Right. I think sometimes it seems like it would be hard to get close to an Amish person. But I think just simply being a friend, if you're close by to an Amish person and you would like to just, sometimes just stop in at their house, give them a little something.
Right.
Even say that you would just like to be friends, that there's no pressure in any way
Right.
except just to be a friend. And
Maybe go help them do something. That would be
Yeah.
another thing that's meaningful to a
Yeah.
lot of people because they don't go out as much and, they're probably not going to go to town for coffee with you. Maybe not, but if you go and help them with their chores or help them with their housework or just spend the day, hey, can I spend the day with you?
Right. An Amish woman, which everyone is, but she's usually very busy because she doesn't, modern conveniences, she doesn't have as many. And so she's always working. And so if you would just, literally come, instead of sitting and talking with her,
Right.
help her with stuff.
Help her wash the dishes,
Yeah.
sweep the floor. And Amish women typically make all their own clothes for the whole family, so that's a huge job right there. Every wife has to be a seamstress as well. So that's a big job.
Yeah, I know.
And plus all the cooking, plus there's a huge garden. So, yeah. Okay, that's a long question, or long answer to your question. Now, I'm not sure, Barbara, you said, who is sketching those pictures on this site? I'm not sure. This was on about the 6x6 bull elk video. We didn't do any sketching. It was all video, and maybe that's what you meant, but my boys, Justin and Ethan, and I took all the video. We take all the footage when we're out hunting. We don't have anybody else go with us. We just all do it all ourselves. And all the videos that we make, we just do all our own video footage. Somebody in our family either is taking the footage of us, or we're doing it, set it up, and just video ourselves doing it.
Now, there was one question that we got quite a bit about the green drink that I made for when we had COVID. After we had COVID, I started making a whole bunch of green drink for us to drink that really helped us, but it is actually really hard for me to actually tell you how I did it and what I put in, because I just put in a big collaboration of stuff in my green drinks, like vitamin C powder, and the base of it was like spinach, kale, and I even put comfrey leaves in it, and red beet tops and carrot tops. And then I would put in the vitamin C. I would put in collagen. I would put in some other green powder that I had. So it was just a lot of stuff. So I can't really tell you how I made the green drink, but I just say if you really want to do it, just go find things like that. And just right now, I don't have my garden, but now I buy some powder things. And just, I would just suggest just kind of making your own. Anything green, anything wholesome like that will be good for you.
Mm-hmm. I thought one thing I'll mention is I got a fair bit of comments about our hunting, and I know some of you, I can see your point of view. It seems cruel and all these things. For us, we growing up, it was a necessity. That was our meat. We didn't have any. We just didn't really have any other opportunity. It was basically free food that was just a blessing. And so we grew up always harvesting. Our meat has to come from somewhere, either you buy meat in the grocery store or then you harvest it yourself. Either way, an animal has to die. That's just the actual fact of it, And so our goal is always, when we hunt, is to be as quick and humane as possible and not let the animal suffer. And then eat, and then take all. I don't enjoy the killing part myself either, but just always when we harvest an animal, it is such an amazing experience to, be out in the woods.
Yeah.
With your children or by yourself, and just the beauty, the hunt, the experience, and then when you actually harvest an animal, to have the hard work of getting it, to your house. Skinning it, taking care of the meat, and then you got to cut it up, you have to grind it, you have to put it in your freezer. It's a big job.
It's actually a tremendous amount of work, and so. But
we could probably buy a beef, and because you spend a lot of money on hunting and gas and, everything, a lot of time, is involved with it.
There's a lot of time. Yeah.
But it's more than that. It's more than just. It's not just one thing. It's the whole experience, doing things with your children, with your family. And so anyways, thank you for understanding. I know it's difficult for some of you. You may not be able to, but it's our tradition, it's our heritage. I'm just grateful that we can hunt, that we can harvest our own meat.
Right. And elk meat and venison is one of the leanest meats you can get, and the healthiest meats you can get. So we're very thankful for it.
And a wild turkey. We have wild turkey here we can get as well. And so, awesome. Yep. All right, what else are we going to talk about? Is that it?
I think that's all.
Okay. Hey, I'm just going to throw a couple pictures. We recently had just a fun little thing that we did as a family. So if you keep watching, you're going to see what we got as a family.
A new thing that we put in our house.
Yeah, so it may be interesting to you. It might not, but if you keep watching, you'll find that out. So. Thanks for watching Montana Haven.
Yes, we appreciate you all.
Yep, thanks for subscribing, and don't forget to at least check out the books. Put them into your cart, check out. I think they're all Prime. I didn't check, but it means you can get them in time for Christmas. And until next time, thanks for watching.
Yep.
God bless you.
Loaded.
Okay, we're taking the fish tank home. There's Wyatt being the co-pilot with the fish in that bucket. There's Chloe making sure I'm driving right. And there's all the gear back there. The boys are hanging out the back trying to hold the fish tank on. It's just completely loaded in here. Priscilla's been waiting on dinner for like an hour because we thought we were going to go grab it, and it's like a 55-gallon fish tank. It's really major to set this thing, to take it apart. So here we go. We're driving home really slow.
Oh my, here they come. What a big project. Exciting.
Finally got a fish tank after many moons.
Yeah.
Okay, so we gotta turn it around. It's gonna go with the piano here. Okay, go that way. We have to move the piano. We'll just set it inside for now. Okay, we just got done eating dinner, and here's all the stuff we gotta take care of. There's the aquarium that we have to figure out where we're gonna put. So, I'm gonna move this piano. Okay, we're filling it up with water. Hope it's gonna be worth it for the job.
Just me insisting that Nima do it, so.
I'm listening. Can I please not do Josh dear?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we're putting everything in. Then the fish go in.
Oh, send guppy. What's the guy
There we go. There we go.
Oh no!
Great finale.
Good finale!
I guess it's okay to do the fish like that.
Oh, that's the first
There
one.
goes another one. You know, oh, he didn't make it. There, they're fighting. There we go.
Oh,
There goes one. Here. Oh, he's swimming like crazy trying to get away from the fence. There goes one. Boom. There goes another one.
There goes baby. That's the neon.
Oh, that is one good dog.
There they are. Now we just have to figure out what kind of fish they are. We bought these fish from a friend that's moving, and we always wanted a fish tank, so now I guess we have one. Now we can sit here and gaze at the fish.
We need to get even a couple more to put in.
What do you think, Chloe?
A couple more bigger ones.
Pretty neat. You like them? Yeah. Yeah, we need to get some other ones. More fish. There's guppies, and I don't know what all they are. Lots of different ones. There's a neat one. That's a male fancy guppy or something, he said.
So orange one dog.
Wyatt just sits there a long time and watches these fish. Didn't know I was watching him. This is the next morning. It's pretty neat, Wyatt, isn't it? It's our first aquarium. Wyatt just got out of bed and came down to sit beside the aquarium and watch the fish swim. It's really beautiful. We're gonna get some lights for the top up here so that it's gonna shine down. I guess it's gonna make it look really nice. The guy had already had it ordered, so we'll just have to go pick it up, which is really neat. Callan's gonna do our first feeding of the fish. Half it on this side. There they go. Half it on that side. Hey, are they chowing down? Yep, there they are. Just a
Be careful, easy one, Korea.
chowing it.
But not.
Give me this challenger.
And we're gonna put a shell in. Oh, that looks cool. Nice.